Don't you hate it when you are not sure if you are really in love with that person or just infatuated? Well, actually, it's a stupid question. Of course it is. Being uncertain about whether you're in love or not is such a shitty feeling. Your head is full with questions but no answers. You think you might love them, but you don't really feel like this is what love should feel like. Or you are worried that you're just making it all up in your head. So being stuck in the middle is something you don't really want to happen. It will drive you nuts, simply because you don't know what you should do with your feelings. So let's take a look at the two options that you basically have when you find yourself in such a position. The first option is that you think you're in love, and so you try to flirt with that person in all the ways that you can possibly think of. But that person isn't really aware of the fact that you are trying to flirt with her. So two things are bound to happen. You'll come across as a creep to your crush, or you end up in the friend zone. If one of these two actually happen, well, let's just say there's plenty of fish in the sea. The second option isn't really an improvement from the first one. In fact, this one might be even worse. The second option is that you don't take the chance to do something with your feelings and that you will regret this choice for the rest of your life. You will be forever stuck with these annoying what if feelings.
So to be honest, it's pretty important to find out how you know for sure if you're really in love or not. Fortunately for me, for you, and all the other people that live on this planet, there are definitely a few signs that will tell you whether you are in love or not. These are signs that have actually been supported by psychological research. So the first sign involves reciprocal liking. This is the tendency to like people who show that they like you. In order to form a romantic relationship with someone, you need to connect with that person on a certain level. This phenomenon has actually been researched quite a lot, and the results from these studies often supported the influence that it has on forming romantic relationships. So if you like someone and that person likes you back, there may be something more going on. The next sign might surprise you and sounds a little bit crazy, but listen closely. The second sign is about jealousy. A certain amount of jealousy is actually not that bad. Yes, I know, there's that crazy kind of jealousy where you're so obsessed with a person that you do all kinds of crazy stuff. We all know what is meant by crazy stuff. This type of jealousy is called the suspicious type of jealousy. Even though showing jealousy has a very, very ugly side, there is also a good side of jealousy that from an evolutionary standpoint makes sense. So you want to protect your potential partner, right? In this situation, jealousy is an adaptation that helps relationships stay intact by making its members sensitive to potential threats. This is called reactive jealousy, and this is predicted by positive relationship factors such as dependency and trust. Reactive jealousy is associated with increased commitment to someone. They see their partner or potential partner as a highly valued person and they don't want to lose them. So basically, I just gave you an excuse to be jealous. The third sign is about changes in how you feel about yourself. Your whole self-concept changes in a positive way. You start to do new things you normally wouldn't have done, your self-esteem increases, and you become more positive in general. So the person that you are before you fall in love is really different than the one after you have fallen in love. People always notice this too, right? They always say things such as, hey, there's something different about you, you've been smiling more lately, and then you're like, yeah, whatever. Now you know that they are actually making a valid point. The next sign is probably one that you're unaware of. When you are in love with someone, you want to be with that person. That's obvious, right? But what if I tell you that this isn't really something that you're in control of? Evidence shows that dopamine-rich areas of the brain are involved in the beginning stages of love. I already hear you saying, what the hell is dopamine? Well, dopamine is a neurotransmitter that helps to control the brain's reward and pleasure centers. So for example, every time that you're in contact with your crush, these dopamine-rich areas get activated. And so just by being in contact with your crush, you feel special and amazing and you want more of it. So that's why you're always highly motivated to be with that person, because it literally makes you feel good. The final sign that indicates that you're in love is how invested you are in this person. Can't you go a day without talking to your crush? Are you trying every day to make your crush feel good? People falling in love are likely to increase their investment in a person through linking their lives together in a way that promotes commitment and stability.
So if you find yourself in a position where you put in more effort than you would normally do for a person on a consistent basis, then you should really consider the fact that you're in love with this person. It's very possible that not all the signs might apply to your situation. Every situation is unique. For example, maybe you can only relate with the first 2 signs and with the other 3 you're like, not really. Don't worry about that, it really doesn't matter. What matters is that you're able to identify which signs play a role in your life and to become aware of them. So pay close attention to the signs that apply to your situation and use them to make a decision you won't regret. With that said, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you in the next one.